Hi guys, John Picarello here. Today I want to talk to you about the fact that you were designed for influence. Everyone was designed for influence. Some way, shape, or form during the course of the day, you are using influence countless times. That's even asking maybe for a little extra sugar in your coffee. You know, whatever it is, you want to be persuasive. And so you have influence. We all have it. We're born with it. We're designed to exercise it. That's how you get into business. That's how you start a business. That's how you get along at life. That's how you get a good deal at a car dealership. The thing is, you have influence and you leverage your influence, hopefully for a good reason and for positive outcomes. And that's how winners are born. So some of the things about influence is how you use it. You have to grow in influence. So one of the things you do is you start with what you have where you are now. So you see a person of influence and they have thousands of followers, and I'm not just talking about on social media, just literally thousands of followers. Anytime they're speaking someplace, the place is sold out, packed. Well, that's a person of influence. How did they get influential? I assure you they didn't start yesterday. What they did is they started with what little influence they had, and they had to gain some buy-in into their vision of what they wanted to build. And the more skilled you are with being yourself, telling your story, being who you are, knowing where you are and where you're going and what it's going to take to get there, and being able to articulate that persuasively, you become a person of influence. And that's important because you're thinking about designs that you need a buy-in to carry out. Well, knowing you are already designed for influence, you can sell it just by being your best self. Just take some time. Think of 5, 10, 15 reasons why this is a must-have or a must-be done. Why should it be done? How does it benefit you? How does it benefit the people you're trying to sell it to? How does it benefit your team? These are all the things you need to realize that you were designed to do that. You were designed to sell. In fact, you don't even have to be perfect. I mean, we're all hopelessly flawed in many ways, but we need to be minimizing the flaws in the areas of our strengths. And, you know, we're not perfect. And some people say the closest we ever come to perfection is our resume. And that may be true. Why? Because you're trying to get a job, so you want to be influential. You want to be your best possible self. So same thing with productivity. You talk about influence. Someone who's highly productive is influential. Now, isn't it true your last day of work before you're going on vacation probably is that you do the best work you've done. You knock out everything that was sitting on your desk, undone things on your to-do list. You do it all and you leave a clean desk and then you go on vacation. Well, Zig Ziglar talked about influence and productivity and he said, hey, why don't you go on vacation every day of your life? That's the way to gain influence. Always get things done. Be the go-to person. Always have a positive mindset. And also maintain a high level of ethics. So first, you're going to use the influence you have. Maybe the influence you have is borrowed influence. But the thing is, if it's borrowed influence, in other words, you're naming someone and you're connecting yourself to someone, make sure you do your best to make them look better than you, because that makes you look better. So that's how you utilize borrowed influence. And then when you have a set of competencies and you have a reputation, you begin to build it for getting things done and getting it done well, you'll begin to develop influence. And of course, have a high level of ethics. You have to be trustworthy. If I can't trust you, you have no influence with me. Why? Because if I can't trust you, I'm not going to do business with you. And no amount of persuasion is going to help that. You have to talk to someone who has an amazing sales pitch. And they're good. They're looking for a buy-in. But something in you is saying, I don't know about that. That person doesn't have influence. They just have a sales pitch. So you want to be a person of influence, develop a high level of ethics, and always be a go-to person. And understand you were designed for it. So know what you want. Know that it's aligned with your purpose, because once you do that, you're already going to be motivated to get it, and you're going to have 1,000 different reasons for why you must have it. So know who you are, know what you want, know you're designed for influence, and finally, be a people person. I'm telling you, be a people person. Have a high level of ethics, and people will like you. So until then, keep in mind you were designed for influence.